And I wanted to hear more from you, especially about being in the media and how the media sees you. I was wondering how you deal with those challenges, especially being the CNN and staying competitive in the industry and being at the top of your game. And I was wondering, have you had any challenges where you say you're Latina and African American?
It was never, I never really felt like it was a challenge for me. It was always a challenge for other people to figure out what box to put me in. So I never felt like this tremendous angst to like work out where I fit in. My parents made it very clear when I was growing up who I was, and so my identity was very strong. I was always actually kind of perplexed when other people wouldn't get it. I was always sort of surprised. I think at CNN, the strategy has been to do really high quality work, to not just say, well, we're going to do these stories and just put them out there, but they have to be excellent. And I think if you can keep this level of excellence, that every time you do these stories, people expect excellence, then that in and of itself is shaping the image of the stories that we have to tell. I mean, I think that's one of the most intelligent things we've done. We do documentaries that we win a lot of awards. They get high critical acclaim, and they're just sort of considered to be this high watermark of excellence. And I think that that's the way to stay competitive.
Okay.
That everything you touch is so high quality that it's only about, we want you to do good work. I know great stories come in all shapes and sizes and colors and this thing. We all know that.
Right.
So then we just need to tell those stories.
Correct.
To a wide audience and be successful.
Yeah, because I went to Spelman College in Atlanta, and they were always teaching us, when you leave Spelman, this is how the world's going to see you as a black woman. And it was kind of, coming from Las Vegas, it was a little different because I was like, okay, I have my identity now. But I was wondering, where do you feel ADCOLOR, the conference, fits in all of the industry? Why is it so necessary to have that diversity initiative?
I think it's critical. I think if you look at the numbers in the advertising industry, the numbers for minorities are very low, and for women in very high ranks are very low. I mean, they're disturbingly low. So you can't just complain about the numbers, and you can't just sort of say we need to change the numbers. You actually have to do something specific to make that change come true and be possible. And I think that's what ADCOLOR does. So all the initiatives, through the measurement, through the networking, through the classes that they teach, all those things are about bringing people through so that they can change the outcome and change those numbers. That's kind of a tangible strategy. That to me is what being a catalyst is. That's the name of the award I'm winning tonight, but I think ADCOLOR really does that. Catalysts make change, and I think that's what they do at ADCOLOR.
And I know with Black in America, Latino in America, was that your initiatives? Or
it was not mine personally.
Okay.
No, the president of CNN Worldwide said to me that he was interested in doing this to explore the 40th anniversary of Martin Luther King's assassination.
Okay.
And that's how it started.
And then they said, Soledad, we want you to.
They said they wanted me to step in and think about the stories to tell.
And now, at the aftermath of our presidential election, where do you see Black America? Be it Romney, let's say we can talk about Romney. Where do we see that? What do you project?
I don't know that these are things that change overnight, or over a year, over 4 years, or 10 years. I think these are conversations that we'll have in 30 years and look back and say, this was an era when this happened. I do know this. When President Obama was elected, there were some people who said, we're post-racial. That was insane. We're not going to be post-racial if the president is reelected. We will not be post-racial if Governor Romney is reelected. We will not be post-racial for a long time. We have a lot of tough conversations, I think, about race and class and opportunity in America. And we still need to have. We haven't had those yet.
We're still working at it. Do you think we're any better now than we were?
Oh gosh, of course.
That's the question of the day.
My mother's story, when my parents were married, as I've told you before, people used to spit on that as an interracial couple in Baltimore, Maryland, where interracial marriage was illegal. So there's no question we're better. I mean, we're not even in the same world. But we have a way to go. And also at the same time, the demographics of the nation are changing, and that will change things as well.
Okay. And how are you going to spend Thanksgiving and Christmas?
Oh my God, Thanksgiving, I will watch the Thanksgiving Day parade from my office with my kids, and then we'll go and have dinner, which my in-laws have offered to cook. So I'm the dish doer. I don't cook. I just help clean.
And Christmas, because you might be on the Christmas.
We're going to go out of the country. We'll go to South Africa for Christmas this year.
Okay. Well, thank you so much,
My
Soledad.
pleasure. Great
I admire you so much.
Thank you. Very kind.